Hello everyone. Today's topic is data transmission modes. The data transmission, there are two types, parallel and serial. In serial, there are three types of serial transmission, asynchronous, synchronous and isochronous. So let's see transmission modes. There are two types, parallel and serial. In parallel, multiple bits are sent with each clock tick, and in serial mode one bit is sent with each clock tick. First, parallel transmission. In parallel transmission, the mechanism of parallel transmission is conceptually simple. One, use n wires to send n bits at one time. That way each bit has its own wire, and all n bits of one group can be transmitted with each clock tick from one device to another. Means, for sending the data from sender to receiver, the data it is in the form of bits. In this, 8 bits are used using for means we used for this process for sending the data. In parallel transmission, for sending the data, we used, if we sending n bits, we used n communication channel in parallel transmission. In this figure, 8 bits are sent, means 8 bits are used. For this, 8 communication channels are used for sending these 8 bits from sender to receiver. The advantage of parallel transmission, the speed of this transmission is fast as compared to serial transmission. Parallel transmission can increase the transfer speed by a factor of n over serial transmission. So the parallel transmission, we used, for each byte we used single line, single communication channel for each bit. So the process the process is um, the process is faster because we used separately for one communication channel. So for 8 bits we used 8 communication channel. So this process is faster, but there is a significant disadvantage. There are this advantage of parallel transmission is the cost of this transmission is more, because we used more communication channel for sending these bits. So the cost of this transmission is more as compared to serial transmission. So this transmission is expensive. In serial transmission, we use only one communication channel for transferring the data from sender to receiver. So we need only one communication channel rather than n to transmit data between two communicating devices. The advantage of serial over parallel transmission is that with only one communication channel, serial transmission reduces the cost of transmission over parallel by roughly a factor of n. In serial transmission, we use only one communication channel for sending this data. So in this transmission, the cost of this transmission is less as compared to parallel, because we used only one communication channel for sending the data. Since communication within device is parallel, conversion devices are required at the interface between the sender and the line, and between the line and the receiver. So, serial transmission, we need only one wire for sending the data. This is parallel serial converter, or this is serial to parallel converter. Let's see the comparison between serial and parallel. Number of bits transmitted at 1 clock pulse. In serial, 1 bit is transmitted at 1 clock pulse, and in parallel, n bits are transmitted at 1 clock pulse. In serial, only one line or one communication channel is used for transforming the n bits, and in parallel, we used n lines or n communication channels for transforming the n bits. Speed of data transfer. In serial, the speed of data transfer is slow because only one communication channel we used for sending the data, and one by one we sending the data. So this process will be slow, and in parallel, speed of data is fast as compared to serial, because we in parallel transmission we use n communication channel, so this process is faster. Cost of transmission. In serial, the cost of transmission is low because only one communication channel we used, and in parallel we used n communication channel, so the cost of parallel transmission is higher as compared to serial. Application. The serial transmission is used when the long distance communication, we if the long distance communication is there, then we use serial transmission, and parallel transmission is used for short distance. Next, asynchronous transmission. Asynchronous transmission is so named because the timing of a signal is unimportant. Means in this transmission, we uh, we don't use clock pulse. In synchronous and asynchronous, for both we don't use clock pulse. So in asynchronous transmission, for transforming the data, it is in the form of, means the data is transferred in one byte wise, and there are the gaps between there, means for sending the data from sender to receiver, the data is transforming from byte-wise or characters, and for transforming the data we used parity bits. These are two parity bits, stop bit and start bit. So one is a stop bit and 0 is a start bit. So uh, if the receiver receiving 0, then it means the new data is arriving, and if the receiver is receiving 1 bit, then it means the data is ended and new data is arriving. In this transmission, half duplex mode is used, means this is based on half duplex mode. The receiver cannot use timing to predict when the next group will arrive. In this, we don't use clock pulse, so timing to predict the receiver cannot use timing to alert the receiver to the arrival of a new group. Therefore, a extra bit is added to the beginning of each bit. We used stop bit and start bit 1 and 0. In synchronous transmission, we don't use clock pulse. In this, extra clock pulse is create the synchronization and tell the receiver that the data is arrived and receive the data. In synchronous transmission, the data is transforming in the form of frames or blocks, and there is no gap in between that data. In asynchronous, there is a gap in between the data, but in synchronous, there is no gap. In synchronous transmission, data flows in full duplex mode, and in asynchronous, the data flows in half duplex mode. The data is in the form of blocks and frames. In synchronous transmission, the data is transformed in the form of frames or blocks, and no other bits are used in synchronous transmission. The advantage of synchronous transmission, the speed of this transmission is faster as compared to asynchronous. We see the comparison between asynchronous and synchronous. Data sent at one time. In asynchronous, the data is transferred in the form of byte, and in synchronous, they send multiple bytes. Start and stop bit. In asynchronous, start and stop bit are used, but in synchronous, they are not used. Gap between data units. In asynchronous, the gap between data units are there, means they present, and in synchronous, not present. Data transmission speed. In asynchronous, the data transmission speed is slow, and in synchronous, the transmission speed is fast as compared to asynchronous, because they don't use any extra bit and the gap between in that data is not there. That's why the speed of that transmission is faster as compared to asynchronous. Cost of asynchronous is low, and the cost of synchronous is high. So these are the transmission modes. Thank you.